Hello and welcome to today's video. As you all know, my name is Samuel. In today's video, we are going to continue on how to practically go about writing your research report. We have already discussed chapter 1 through 3, and we said that chapter 1 is your introduction, chapter 2 is your literature review, chapter 3 is your research methodology. In chapter 4, you are going to present the data, analyze the data that you collected from the field. The field is wherever you went to distribute your questionnaire, or wherever you had your interview, focus group discussion, or whatever means that you use to collect data. So in your chapter 4, you are going to give us an introduction generally. Then if you are from my field, you are going to give us response rate. Your response rate is simply the number of questionnaire printed, the number distributed, the number returned, and then the total response from all the data across board. So if you shared 46 questionnaires and if you printed 46 and 46 were distributed and 46 came back, it will give you 100%. If you shared 50 and just 45 came back, and then your response rate will also change accordingly. Then also your data analysis and discussion of findings. In this section of your research, what you are trying to do is to tabulate the data collected from the field. You tabulate it according to how it is on the questionnaire. So if your questionnaire has section A and properties and and tables, that is how you will present it. For instance, if you had age, gender, right, student distribution, department distribution, faculty distribution, religion distribution, all of those things, you will present it according to the way it is on your questionnaire. Now, one thing you should note here is that whatever your data you are presenting must be mathematically sound. The numbers must add up. So if you had 10, 16, 20 and 46, 10, 16 and 20, it is 46, right? If you add up what is here on this column, it will give you 100%. So your data must always be mathematically sound. Are we together? Then you continue. Then for this part, depending on the field you are in, sometimes you don't need to break apart this demographic data. You don't need to break them apart. Sometimes your field might require you to break them apart. But I've seen fields that your age, gender, level, religion, social class, everything is in one table. Okay, one continuous table. And then you just talk about it in one go. But in my own field and discipline, you have to go about it one by one. Okay? So how you generally go about it is, after presenting the data in the table, you now say the table shows if it is age demographics of the respondent. You now say the table shows age demographics of the respondent. Then you now report the content. You now report the content here, right? You report the content here together with the corresponding percentage. You can decide to report it top down or bottom up. It depends on you. Okay? It depends on you. Then when you are done, you now give us the implication of what is in the table. For instance, here I said that the implication of the finding indicates that respondents from age bracket 23 years and above are what? Are 45%. Okay? And they are involved more in the utilization of what? Of multimedia information resource. So what I just did was I derived an inference and then connected it to the research topic to the research topic. So you do that for all of the demographic data. When you're done with demographic data, then you will now come back here to your section B, and then you discuss the items on your questionnaire. Okay, for instance, in this study I made use of a Likert scale. A Likert scale is a scale that shows people's attitude and opinion concerning a particular question, using as many scale items as possible. So here I use 3-point Likert scale of agree, undecided, and disagree. Yours might be different from mine depending on what you are studying and what you decide to make it. So, but at the end of the day, whatever data you get, you also have to include the frequency. Whatever data you include the frequency, like that. That is how you go about it. Then you will now discuss the table and tell us that table 4.5. Remember, this is 4.5. This is what the table is showing. This is what it's showing. You report everything in this table from top down, bottom up. You have to do it. It's a painstaking process, but yeah, that is what research is. Then the implication of the study, you have to give us the implication, and then finally you have to tell us whether what you have found out is in agreement or in disagreement with what somebody has already found out. Okay, so for instance, here, after getting an inference from the table, after presenting a table and getting an inference from the table, I now mention that this is in line with the findings of, you see, I now cited the people that this is in line with, you see. So when you are writing, anything you discover is either in support of or against what has already been known. If what you are finding out or what you have found out is different from what has been known, then that is a new knowledge. If it is in agreement with what is already known, fine. It means that whatever you have found out has helped to consolidate what is on ground. Alright? So then you proceed to do the same thing for every other item on your questionnaire. You present the data in a tabular form. You present what the table is trying to say. You derive an inference from the table, like this. Derive an inference from the table, and then give us a citation or citations to back what you have found out. So this is what you repeat across board for your whole chapter 4. You go through your questionnaire one by one and make sure that everything is captured. Then you now give us reference. The reference is simply the people you cited in the work. For instance, this guy, you see, this guy, right? Is this guy. You see that? It's the same guy here. So you go through every of the persons or the people you have cited above, and then you reference them. So this is how to go about writing your chapter 4. Your chapter 4 can be a painful, long process because of the whole data from the table, transferring the data from the table into writing format, then deriving inference, and then citing sources to back your inference. If this video has been helpful to you, please make sure you subscribe, you like, and then you comment on the video so that I will know that whatever I am sharing, what I am sharing is actually helping you in your research. Then always remember that I am a DM away, a text away from helping you out one-on-one and in person. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.